Okay, I just recorded a 5-minute video introduction to my why. So if you want to search for that and see where I'm coming from at this, you're certainly welcome to. But real briefly, we are in the Lutheran Service book, in the Small Catechism, page 321, learning the 10 Commandments. I'm making this video so that my son has something to listen to practice for his 10 Commandment quiz. We're going to dive right in. The 10 Commandments. First commandment, you shall have no other gods. First commandment, you shall have no other gods. What does this mean? We should fear, love, and trust in God above all things. Second commandment, you should not misuse the name of the Lord our God. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not curse, swear, use satanic arts, lie, or deceive by his name, but call upon it in every trouble, pray, praise, and give thanks. Take a quick break here and just point out that in the what does it mean of each commandment, there's little freebie points here for your quiz. They all start out with you should fear and love God. Yes, the first one says you should fear, love, and trust in God. All the rest, you should fear and love God so that we. And then the next part is always a negative thing. So not curse, swear, or use satanic art, lie, or deceive by his name. But what's the right thing to do? Call upon it in every trouble, pray, praise, and give thanks. So I'm going to try to go through the rest of this without interrupting, but you'll definitely see me kind of be pointing out that we should fear and love God. So instead, but this is what we should be doing. So commandment number 3, the third commandment, remember the Sabbath by keeping it holy. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not despise preaching and his word, but hold it sacred and gladly hear and learn it. Fourth commandment, honor your father and mother. What does this mean? You should fear and love God so that we do not despise or anger our parents or other authorities, but honor them, serve and obey them, love and cherish them. Commandment 5. Fifth commandment, you shall not murder. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not harm or hurt. It's hurt first. So that we do not hurt or harm our neighbor in his body, but help and support him in every physical need. That's the fifth commandment. Sixth commandment. That was awkward. Sorry. Sixth commandment. You should not commit adultery. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we lead a sexually pure and decent life in what we say and do, and husband and wife love and honor each other. So the sixth commandment doesn't have a but. The sixth commandment doesn't say the negative things. That's a difference there with the sixth commandment. The seventh commandment. 7. That's backwards, isn't it? See? Beginner here. I can't even make my fingers look right. I want to tuck that thumb in. Sorry. Seventh commandment. You shall not steal. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not take our neighbor's money or possessions or get them in any dishonest way, but help him to improve and protect his possessions and income. All right. Eighth commandment. 8. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not tell lies about our neighbor, betray him, slander him, or hurt his reputation, but defend him, speak well of him, and explain everything in the kindest way. That's the 8th commandment, essentially saying you shall not lie. The 8th commandment. 9th commandment. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not scheme to get our neighbor's inheritance or house, or get it in a way which only appears right, but help and be of service to him in keeping it. That's the 9th commandment. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. All right, 10th commandment. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his manservant, or maidservant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to his neighbor. 10th commandment. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, his manservant, maidservant, ox, donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. All those things. Covers everything in the 10th commandment. And yes, I will acknowledge that some of those things are very much in the past, in a very rural area where you're using ox and donkey for your farm work. But that's how and when, that's what was going on when this was written. So we're going to stick with that. And it says right in here that the text of the 10 Commandments is from Exodus 23, 7, 8, and 12 through 17, if you want to reference that. Exodus 23, 7, 8, and 12 through 17. So, 10th commandment, what does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not entice or force away our neighbor's wife, workers, or animals, or turn them against him, but urge them to stay and do their duty. There you have it. That's the 10 Commandments. Our quiz also covers the close of the commandments and what that means. So what does God say about all these commandments? He says, I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the fathers to the 3rd and 4th generations of those who hate me, but showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. And that is from Exodus 25 through 6. What does that mean? God threatens to punish all who break these commandments. Therefore, we should fear his wrath and not do anything against them. But he promises grace and every blessing to all who keep these commandments. Therefore, we should also love and trust in him and gladly do what he commands. That's the quiz, guys. 240 points. I hope this helps someone else, but especially my son, that's my Y, to pass his first quiz of his catechesis year, learn by heart the 10 Commandments, out of the Lutheran Service Book. And there's more to my why in a previous video if you'd like to look back at that. I hope this helps someone. Thanks.